Privacy of the voter is protected by the process we use to open the ballots. All ballots are opened by teams of election workers. Ballots are opened using a methodical process specifically designed to protect the voter's privacy.
Divide all of the envelopes into 2 stacks, one for you and one for your teammate.
The workers remove the contents from the return envelopes. The envelopes may include the secrecy sleeve or just a ballot if the voter chose not to use the secrecy sleeve. Workers create a stack of ballots and optional secrecy sleeves without unfolding or examining the ballots. Once all team members have completed this process,
it's time to count the good envelopes. Count out groups of 10 and crisscross each group in the stack. You may end up with less in the last group. Count the groups of 10 in your stack. After all of the envelopes have been counted, combine your count with your teammate's count and write the total on the sheet.
Once all team members have completed this process, each pile of return envelopes are grouped, bundled, and removed from the table. Then, workers start removing the ballots from the optional secrecy sleeves. The sleeves are then bundled and removed from the table just like the return envelopes.
Combine all the empty envelopes and check the holes to confirm they are empty. Rubber band the stack and set aside.
Only after all return envelopes and optional secrecy sleeves are removed from the table do workers start unfolding the ballot.
What my assumption is, and that's only mine, is that when we were walking around and there were several 2 or 3 people gathering all the white secrecy envelopes. The only thing I can think of is that was picked up by accident with the empty ones. I mean, the good news is we keep them all so we can track it.
No explanation has been given that makes sense. Only conjecture. Marlene's explanation that a stack of white envelopes, which included ballots, was picked up by mistake, I contend that's impossible. I appreciate that she and Linda have been clear in acknowledging that they don't know how this could happen, but given the gravity of this election, it's simply unacceptable. So again, there's no explanation how step 1 was done 67 times and then stopped. The counters couldn't have done this, and then if somebody came and took this part away, they would have been sitting there with nothing to do, right? Because they go through the process until they raise their hands, and Marlene comes and picks up the envelopes. So I want it to be very clear why that answer is unacceptable. A pair of counters is given a stack of yellow envelopes, which has a privacy envelope containing a ballot inside. One person runs the envelope opener on the yellow envelope. The other removes the privacy envelope, creating 2 piles, empty yellow envelopes and sealed privacy envelopes. The yellow envelopes are then picked up by an entity member once they're all empty. The next step is to open the opener across the white envelopes, and then the ballot's removed. And again, an entity member picks them up once they are empty. The ballots are then counted. One stamp cannot go to the next. Marlene contends that somebody came and picked up a stack of envelopes by mistake. And the fact that 67 envelopes ended up in the back of the case and somebody said it wouldn't make a difference, we don't know that it happened only once. The fact that it happened once. Right. It could have happened the day before. It could have happened twice that day. I have no idea. I can't figure out how it happened. You can't figure out how it happened. And And that's a major problem that a recount will not address. But it is a major issue with our voting and with that vote. Is an example of 67 ballots. They would have gone through the process of being removed from the yellow envelope, leaving a ballot in here. We are to believe that a stack of 67 of these with ballots inside were picked up by an entity member without realizing. I asked specifically, has it ever happened? No. Not with one ballot? No. 67. And also I was told that they were locked up at night. In the daytime, during counting, they're in the back of the room, the cases are open. I was also told it would be very difficult to bring ballots in. One of the counters left his coat on. You're supposed to remove your coat. It's supposed to be in a closet. He left his coat on the entire counting process. So, I think since you can't explain it, it's not acceptable. A recount is not going to solve that issue that a stack of white envelopes with ballots inside were found in the back of the room in an open case. And I don't know how you rectify that. But I do know that the process was not safe. The ballots were not safe.